So as excitement builds for this week's ISSA GraceKennedy Boys and Girls Athletic Championships, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is stepping up security measures to ensure a safe experience for all. We've got Assistant Commissioner of Police Strategic Operations Portfolio, Dr. Gary McKenzie. Please put some respect on his name. Joining us to outline the strict restrictions for the attendees at the National Stadium. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Very busy time.
It's a very busy time.
When do your preparations start for this? Because is it like clockwork now, or you really have to kind of put you back into it at this time of year because it's a new year, new measures?
Well, the first thing we have to do is to look at what is happening, look at what the historical data says. We look at what happened last year, the year before. We look at trends. We look at the overall security. We look at what would have happened before. We meet with the different stakeholders to ensure that everything comes together. We put our operation orders in place. We carry out our briefings. We have the requisite leadership and personnel, and to ensure that all the systems are in place to have a very secure and safe execution.
All right, well, let's talk about it. What are some of the restrictions that are going to be happening?
Well, first and foremost, security is very important. So no weapons, no firearms. There will be searches of persons, bags. Of course, in terms of the entry into the stadium that is designated, we have different entry points for people who are subject to searches. For example, VIPs, VVIPs would enter into gates 1 and 2. General pedestrians enter into gate 3. We have, for example, vendors. They enter non-evil entrances. Of course, they have to come in at 5:30 in the mornings. They are subject to searches. There are no re-entry, and they have to be in designated areas. Inside the stadium, the restrictions will be evident. One of the things that we are generally affected by is crowding within the aisles and so on. We will ensure that that does not happen this time around. We know it's a time of emotions, it's a time of excitement. People want to enjoy themselves, but we have to do so in an organized way. And so we will try and see to that. Of course, persons have to be accredited. People have to have their tickets to enter. Anyone found to be breaching, we will intervene and they will be held with us. And if offenses are committed, then we carry out those actions. The general perimeter of the area will also be managed. Police officers as well as private security support will be there, and we will monitor. We know that, in years past, we have to monitor the routes. Certainly the excitement from today leading up to the final, when points are closed and when the schools that we call the seeded schools going into the finale, there are excitement. We have had some issues in years past. We have been able to improve that situation thanks to the cooperation of the various schools, parents, and students themselves.
Come a far way with that.
Yes, we have come a far way, but we will not be complacent. We will have our routes monitored. We will have our school resource officers who will also be working with the schools to ensure that we monitor what is happening.
Let me ask you, Doc, you are very clear out the gate, no weapons, very clear.
Right.
But there are also some other objects that folks will try to take in that are on a restricted list. What are some of those objects?
Right, so scissors, ice, pricks, any kind of sticks that could be construed to be a weapon, those
What about
things.
like umbrellas or?
Well, certainly no tall umbrellas and so on, but if we have those that are folded and are short, they may be considered.
Okay.
But it all depends on what is happening on the day on the ground, because situations sometimes alter how we operate.
For sure. Fluid.
Right. So we will take care of those things.
Yeah. It comes up every year. Licensed firearm holders say, I want to go, but where do I put my firearm? What do you advise them?
Well, the advice is that they have to make the arrangements. We cannot accept weapons inside the stadium. I think that last year things went pretty well. So persons who are attending, they are getting more and more used to what needs to be done. And so we are very thankful of the cooperation. But if they don't cooperate, then we will take the appropriate action.
What do they do with the firearms? Go to a police station?
Yes, they may secure it at the police station and so on.
Okay.
Let's talk traffic.
But let me advise, do not leave your firearms in any cars
Yes.
and so on.
Yes.
That should not be done.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we go to traffic now? You
Oh,
want to add
yeah.
something else?
No, traffic for sure.
So the traffic snarl usually starts when, Doc, from today?
Well, today is not expected to be very busy. I think that certainly from Thursday going up, traffic will get a little more. Certainly the last day, usually we have about 30,000 people that attend on the final day. So, of course, I am not here to say that there will be normal traffic, certainly if an event is taking place. But what I can tell you is that we will be doing our best to monitor it. We have improved the number of persons. One of the things that we have noticed is that whilst we manage the immediate periphery of the stadium, the immediate outer bands are sometimes affected. And so in recent times, we have had a secondary set of personnel to monitor because, you know, if we have the immediate outer bands not being monitored, then things get much stiffer.
Sterile Area out. So don't come on Arthur Wind Drive.
Well, you should come on Arthur Wind Drive. It's just that certainly just before the event, Thursday going up to Saturday, a one-way system will be implemented.
Okay.
So from Tom Redcom Road up to the stadium, if you head in an easterly direction, that will be one way. From Mountain View along Arthur Wind Drive towards the stadium, that will also be one way and will accommodate persons going into the car parks. Immediately in front of Statute Road, that area will be sterile only for pedestrians. I need to say that we have had persons loitering and persons obstructing people because they pre-purchase tickets and want to sell people and obstruct them. That will not be tolerated. We will be removing persons from that sterile area if they are there, and the advice is that persons purchase tickets at the ticket office. Do not subject yourself to purchasing tickets to other persons because you never know what you will buy. And if you buy tickets that are not authorized, then you will not
You won't be able to go inside. I see here smoking will not be permitted inside the venue. And anyone found in violation may be asked to leave. Also, large coolers, lighters, aerosol sprays, firecrackers, not going inside.
No, not going inside. And, we need to know that smoking in the public, it's an offense. And so we are very conservative if we ask you to leave.
Yeah.
So what we say, do not smoke any at all.
I love how you were very
Because you can leave on your own or you can leave and be the guest of the Jamaican government.
Correct.
That is so.
Correct.
Yes, yeah.
What about parking, Doc? How would you advise? Because, and let me ask, I guess it's double by a question. Do we have a lot of car theft or vandalism during this time? People park their cars pretty much in and around the area. Is that advised, or should they leave the car at home and take taxi, come down, and is it safe?
Well, the first thing I would say is that you have to, it's highly recommended that you use the authorized parking areas. That is number one. We know that on the last 2 days, then the area become far more congested, and there are limitations with parking. Those 2 days we recommend carpooling, and we recommend that you park within the areas so designated. It is not recommended that you park in places that you don't know.
People put their car anywhere.
And people put their cars anywhere. We have not had a lot of vandalism, and we have been able to improve over time how we monitor, and of course we commit to doing that. But there are places that people choose to carry their vehicles and leave them. And then in the nights, they walk to those vehicles. Let us not do that, because that is unsafe. So the first thing is to carpool. And the second, if you drive, make sure you park inside the designated areas. And if you are allowed to park anywhere else, follow the directions of the police who will be in and around the venue.
Boy, I've seen many times where the police have said, don't. And people feel like, if me drive, go down the man, then we give me a blind. And sometimes that holds the whole traffic thing up. Police telling you shouldn't be here, turn around, and people still. But you're saying the autobahns will deal with that before it even gets to this.
Definitely, and if persons leave their vehicles in a manner that it is causing obstruction, it will be towed away. Okay. So that is very important to know. And we want to reiterate, obey the directions of the police. It makes no sense that, the directions are disobeyed and there is major congestion just because of that. All
right. Anything else you want to share before you go that we haven't covered?
Well, I think we have pretty much covered everything. I just want to finally say that this is an event. It is one of the most highlighted. It is our branded event across the world, not just in Jamaica. We are on show. Let us really come out, enjoy ourselves. Let us conform with the rules and regulations that have been in place. And we should have a very good time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We are grateful to you and your team.
Thank you very much.
You continue to do
on behalf of the commissioner and the team.
Yes. Thank you for your service, as Neferil would say. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Strategic Operations Portfolio, Dr. Gary McKenzie.
After the break, we'll have a chat with female trailblazer Cordell Williams. We'll soon come.